And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Perry. David Aldrich will... It's the final... game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. McCollum is out there with Derek White, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Williamson in at the 4. Offensive rebound. Pass to Castle. Mathurin against McDaniel. 5 to shoot. Tries again. It's good. McDaniel's got the opening field goal of the game for Minnesota. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood. Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Williamson against Eason. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson doing the work on that shot, swatted away.
That's to Curry. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
McCollum outside. Williamson up top. And that time, also a missed shot.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Robinson finds McDaniel. Now Eason. And here is McDaniel. Last game we saw him score 14. Curry on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williamson, the pass to White. Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
So awesome to see Zion healthy and showing off that elite athleticism.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
White dishes to Vucevic. White the pass to Vucevic. To the inside. Eason grabs the board.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Curry. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vucevic a screen on Curry. Back to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Robinson kicks to Curry. Mathurin against McDaniel. Down low. It's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Rockets. And here's McCollum for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. The coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. So we've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity or he'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. That's good from Stephen Curry. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
He's off on the second. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round, GA, of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Williamson against Eason. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. You look at Castle, 5th in the NBA. Very crafty player.
His steal rate in the second half of the season shows that he's figuring out the league. So they'd better learn to look out for him.
Eason against Williamson. Curry outside. That one misses.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
You give CJ that kind of shot and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Curry looking it over. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on White.
Watching Curry is an education on how to take advantage of whatever the defense is throwing your way.
That's good from Stephen Curry. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too, about 3 assists for his career.
Nailed from three-point land.
It's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Robinson against Vucevic. Williamson from long range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Castle. He's guarded by McCollum. And the basket by Castle. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
McCollum, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Robinson passes to Easton. Curry wide open, and another three for Minnesota.
Curry doing it again, one of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Lebowski, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Zion Williamson. Trey Murphy's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Daniels subbed in for White. McCollum outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And they get it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Good at getting defenders to compromise on the inside. Kuzma drawing a foul that time.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So sixth-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
5 on the clock. It's stolen by Fultz. Fast break. Here they come. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Daniels. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments. but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Pelicans trail by 5. Now here's Fultz. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Jones. Now here is Miller. Washington sets the pick for Miller. Kicks it out to Jones. Miller dishes to Jones. Achua, no good. Out to the wing. Back to Fultz. Pass to Daniel. Here's Filipowski. He's covered by Washington. Over in the corner, Fultz. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Here's Dillingham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Kuzma got thirsty there, just took that contact and figured, man, let's try to get to the line.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. One shot. Free throw good, Kuzma.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Pass to Dillingham. Lobbed up there for Miller. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Good.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here's Jones. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
But lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
And that one falls for Jones. He makes one of two that time. Pelicans trail by 4. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. He has 5.
Look, every time Murphy can get a look, he'll take the look. Trust me.
The Timberwolves shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Here's Dillingham. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Dillingham's got 6 points. Fultz the pass to Filipowski. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Lays it up off the glass.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Daniels. 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dillingham. No good on the 3. It's Kuzma top the key. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, staying ahead of the defense, Kuzma out there and able to finish in transition.
Washington, that's for 2. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's McCollum. They've got Robinson. Dillingham is out there with Johnson. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Shot clock at 5. And it's White missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Mathurin attacking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories. But I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Pelicans making a switch here. Whitmore's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Minnesota shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Johnson against McCollum. Johnson, the pass to Eason. Robinson, a screen on Mathurin. Inside, deflects the pass. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his second bucket.
And this is where Robinson will do damage. He's got the height, he's got the length, and when he's inside, he's going to capitalize.
Back to White. Dillingham with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. White, wide open. He fires. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. White's got his second bucket tonight. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Pass to Dillingham. To the middle. And it's Robinson that time on the assist from Dillingham. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Whitmore. Back to White. Here's McCollum. Covered by Johnson. Outside Mathurin. Rebound Minnesota. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Eason. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Pass to Dillingham. Robinson a screen on White. And it's sent back by White. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. To the left side wing. And here's McCollum. And a wide open look for Whitmore. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry.
Castle's checked in for Dillingham. And the Pelicans also making a change. Vucevic is checked in. The Timberwolves trail. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Robinson a screen on Mathurin. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Castle. Over McCollum. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hand.
Whitmore from outside off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Robinson. Here's McDaniels. Robinson a screen on McCollum. No good on the triple. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Whitmore's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Johnson wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Curry's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Williamson's checked in. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. McCollum against Curry. Pass to Eason. Robinson a screen on Williamson. Eason passes to Robinson. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Castle.
and battling against the interior of that defense. Nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the Pelicans, just a few spots below there.
I think for Minnesota,
they're not in a good place right now as a ball club. After the success of last season, they were expecting bigger and better things this year.
Well, as rocky a season as it's been for them, they're still right there in the playoff hunt. If they can peak at the right time, just before the playoffs, maybe they can recapture a little bit of last year's magic.
Robinson sets a screen for McDaniel. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Robinson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, I think the defense was just okay on that play. Mitchell Robinson better.
Curry against McCollum. Now here's Williamson. Whitmore with it. He has 5. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
It's tipped. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. Mathurin for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Mathurin's got 5 points now this quarter. Curry against McCollum. Robinson a screen on McCollum. Here's the 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Pass to McCollum. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Castle. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. In the corner, it's Whitmore. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Easton passes to Curry. Lock at 6. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Achua comes in for Tari Eason. Miller's checked in for McDaniels, and Jones subbed in for Castle. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Vucevic. Trey Murphy comes in for Whitmore. Fultz, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for McCollum. Kuzma, left side. Here's Williamson. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And it's 6 points for Zion Williamson. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively. Making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance. New Orleans in the lead. Fultz with the ball. Jones covering. And here's Daniels. Still without a basket. Kuzma with a screen on Curry. Here he goes. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson outside. For the 3. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Expanding his range and overall game. When Williamson is hitting that, shut the lights off. It's over.
Left side, Miller. Curry outside. And Curry comes right back with a 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Williamson.
We talk a lot about guys and the obstacles that they overcome. Williamson has faced many setbacks, but still staying committed to the game.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Derek White's checked in for New Orleans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Dillingham. He has 6. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
That wide body of Achua setting the screen, then releasing for the hoop.
White finds Kuzma. From deep. Miller grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Dillingham. To the paint. Here's Achua. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Achua just battling inside. He earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And Precious Achua plays with some serious fire. I mean, he's the type of guy you love having in your locker room.
New Orleans making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Pass to Kuzma. No good with the triple. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. .132 left in the second quarter. Here's Dillingham. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Achua. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Kuzma. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 3. To the middle. Pass to Dillingham. And stolen by White. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And yes, it's good. 7 points in the game.
Showing some strength on that bucket. Murphy getting better at fending off contact.
Outside, Jones. Dillingham setting the screen for Jones. Here's Dillingham. White covering. Dillingham, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
White setting the pick for Kuzma. Right side, White, and stolen by Miller. From deep, Washington. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Now, here's Kuzma. Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steph. I know Coach Stress is taking care of the basketball. What have you guys been doing to make sure you limit your turnovers?
You look at film, but it's just about an in-game situation. It's just analyzing the situation and taking care of the ball. Making sure you make eye contact with the passes, and sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving it to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
Yeah, when you don't turn the ball over, you have a chance to score, right? Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. Hey, fellows, I'm just wondering your thoughts on how these teams stack up.
Well, I'm a big fan of stacking things. Title rings, onion rings, cash rings, ring cameras.
This is not like the others.
I agree. Onion rings are the only thing that satisfy my shack-a-type. Hey, you got any onion rings in the back?
Somehow it always comes back to food. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
He's been very, very good in the first half. I like his aggressiveness mindset, the shot selection. He's got it working.
And as good as he's been so far, we know he can shift into a higher gear.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Pelicans trail by 4. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Vucevic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's White. Then there's McCollum. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. Bucket is good. Vucevic has got the first points of the second half here for the Pelicans. Pass to Eason. Robinson a screen on Williamson. Williamson against Eason. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
White goes in. Williamson kicks to McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Pass to Eason. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here is Curry. White with the defensive effort. McCollum against Eason. Williamson in the post. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Curry against White. Curry kicks to McDaniels. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Kept alive. Pass to Castle. Robinson a screen on White. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 21.
Just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Outside Mathurin. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Mathurin missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Eason. And Curry has it in the corner. Here's Castle. Eason with it. Over White. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 7 points in the game.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Come on, get up.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
Over the last month, they've been extremely disciplined on the perimeter, not really rushing to get attempts off, but taking their time to find the best looks.
Robinson against Vucevic. Here's Castle. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's McCollum. That one doesn't go. Timberwolves leading by 4. Johnson in the corner. Back to Eason. Robinson finds Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Drills the three-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Johnson, and it's sent back by White. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For the lead, and McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New Orleans.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Robinson against Vucevic. Mathurin. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. That's 10 points here for Benedict Mathurin. White against Johnson. Pass to McDaniels. There's a screen by Robinson. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cam Whitmore comes in for Zion Williamson. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for White. And the second free throw, good. New Orleans gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Outside Mathurin. And the 3 off target. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And you like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. Outside Mathurin. Back to McCollum. In the corner, it's Whitmore. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It creates a different type of matchup.
The Pelicans have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Castle. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Pass to Washington. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Vucevic.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Timberwolves have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Trey Murphy's checked in for Benedict Mathurin.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic has screen on Miller. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot that time not on target. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Dillingham with it. He's got 6. A moment here now to see the numbers for Stephen Curry.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Pelicans. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans trail by 5. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
There's Murphy using that length inside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. Washington with this screen on McCollum. Pass to Washington. Johnson against McCollum. Fires the 3. No good that time.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now Dillingham. He has 7. Washington sets the pick for Johnson. Driving the lane. Pelicans with the rebound.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And here's Daniels. Nothing on the board. McCollum outside. For the tie. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
Inside. Here's Achua. Vucevic with the block. And he recovers it to the inside. Another shot. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson against McCollum. Shoots over Johnson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got 13 points in the second half. Pass to Dillingham. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
An effective two-way player. I like to see Daniels grab the steal and go all the way.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Now, here's Washington. Basket, good. Washington's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. McCollum outside. Fires top of the key. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Johnson from down in the low post. It goes.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
McCollum outside and taken away by Johnson. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 9. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Daniels. He's averaging 6 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
The first one falls. Jones checked in for Johnson. And so he hits both. Pelicans trail by 4. 1:33 left to play in the third. Here's McCollum. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Washington with a screen on Kuzma. Here's Jones. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
To the middle. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And just look at those numbers. What can't McCollum do?
Timberwolves leading by 4. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Achua, the pass to Jones. Miller kicks to Achua. There's a screen by Achua. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Dillingham, no good. McCollum outside. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. They've got Jones. Achua is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Castle in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Williamson, the pass to Kuzma. Over Eason. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Kuzma.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dillingham with it. Pass to Castle. They get it back. Jones for 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Pelicans shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Williamson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Dillingham. Light covering, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
He's off on the first. Robinson's checked in for Minnesota. He hits the second from the line.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Pass to Mathurin. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. To take the lead, back to White. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
2 shots. White.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Minnesota making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Robinson a screen on White. Curry fires from way outside. And they'll get another chance. Here's Castle. White covering. Clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White the pass to Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Them one on Castle.
And Kuzma has great size, and with that frame comes great responsibility. That time he took the foul.
First one falls for him.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. That one is no good.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the layup falls. McDaniels got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Williamson against Robinson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Curry with the three from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 24. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Kuzma, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. No good on the free throw.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Curry, front past the arc. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't, despite the miss.
What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Well, a big part of running in the fast break is to do it with purpose, and Zion had a purpose to score. He got the ball and finished.
Outside for Curry. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. And good! He nails it. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Pass to Castle. Robinson on the wing. Six to shoot. Here's Castle. Outside for Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 29 in the game.
I mean, what's new? Steph, 3 more.
Kuzma outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Dyson Daniel. And both free throws good for Kuzma. And so Curry will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Pass to Eason. Back to Curry. No good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Now Vucevic trains it from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
McDaniels a screen on White. The shot by Curry, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. Williamson kicks to Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Eason with it. back to Curry. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And the Pelicans making a change. McCollum's checked in. Here's New Orleans. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Vucevic setting the pick for Williamson. Pass to Vucevic. Rebounded by Castle. Timberwolves trail by 4. Curry finds McDaniel. Back to Curry. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Castle for 3. Drills it from outside.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Outside Mathurin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson. Free throw good, Mathurin. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Minnesota has possession. Outside Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on White.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Certainly the last time you watched Steph Curry on an NBA floor not have a smile on his face. I mean, always playing with that infectious joy.
Good on both. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. White the pass to Mathurin. Williamson looking it over. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Mathurin against Eason. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. Robinson. And Robinson is right there.
Well, yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
White against Curry. Outside Mathurin. Back to White. Vucevic a screen on Curry. Here's White. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Eason's got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low, here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, if I'm a point guard right now, I am finding Robinson every time I have a chance.
White the pass to Mathurin. A 3 from McCollum. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Curry on the wing. To McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Inside, here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson is very fluid as a big, and he comes off that pick ready to shoot.
McCollum outside. White setting the pick for McCollum. And here is Williamson. They could use a bucket. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Gillingham's checked in for Curry. Pelicans trail by 5. White the pass to McCollum. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Castle to the middle. Robinson left side. Back to Eason. Here's Dillingham. Offline with his three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Williamson left side. Kicks it out to McCollum. And again, New Orleans has no up. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Eason. To the inside. Castle. And the basket is good. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Dillingham with it. Wide on him. Dillingham, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Williamson. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pass to Robinson. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Eason's shot is good.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball back.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mitchell Robinson.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
It's the first, and that brings them to within 10. And both free throws good for Williamson. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Dillingham. Now here's McDaniels. Down low. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by Vucevic. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-4 run. Eason passes to McDaniels. Back to Eason. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. Robinson with the block. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David. Thank you, David. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David